Welcome back for another session of Full-Time Money Conversations with Zoe. We got a special guest in here today. We actually in her classroom today. She gonna teach us and school us on everything in her industry. The owner of Blink Envy. I'm gonna let her introduce herself and let y'all know, whatever she got going on. Introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name Vaughn. I go by ConvoZ on Instagram. My lash page is Blink Envy. If you want to look up my work, Blink Envy, Blink_Envy, and ConvoZ, VONNAVEEE. Don't ask me why it's so long. One of my friends gave me the nickname.
Okay, cool. Just a little bit about yourself. I always ask people, this is a Houston-based, business podcast. Where are you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas. All over Houston, actually, to be honest. But if we want to be specific, maybe 3rd Ward of Houston, Texas.
Okay, cool. All right, we're going to get straight into it. So what got you into, I see you're doing lashes right now. Let me back up before I get off into the other stuff. But what got you into this industry first off?
Well, in the beauty industry, period, my cousin, she used to do hair. And she still does. She's a beautician. But just staying with her and being around a lot of the women in my family that are in the beauty field kind of pushed me over into it. I got interested in it. And I started with doing hair, all my friends' hair in middle school, on up to high school. And once I was in high school, my mom let me take one of the rooms to turn to my beauty salon because she seen that shit started popping. Okay. So I went from hair to makeup to facials to lashes. Working at Paul Mitchell Beauty School, I wanted to get into something else other than hair. I was just kind of wanting to jump around. And I went to Amazing Lash Studio, where you have to be licensed by the state of Texas. So I am licensed to even be able to train and work for them. So, but they, yeah, you got to say that because a lot of people getting their shit from YouTube Academy. This ain't that. So yeah, I started at Amazing Lash, was there for a good amount of time. I loved it, but the money was better as I started taking clients on the side. So I said, God, I'm finna just jump out there and start doing it on my own. And I've been doing them ever since. Was really big during COVID, but everybody took a hit during COVID. So now I'm still doing them, but it's not as, big as it used to be, but it comes and goes.
Okay. I heard you say you started in high school, correct?
I started actually in middle school. Yeah.
So how old were you at that time?
Probably 12. Yeah, about 12, 13. Yes.
Okay.
Practicing on my cousin who did hair. She did hair for TV shows. She was pretty big in the beauty industry. She still is pretty big in Houston. Yeah, so if y'all want to look up Roxanne, a lot of y'all might know her, Foxy Roxy on Instagram. She's really big. She's worked on TV shows as a hairstylist. She was a professional boxer. And now she's a beautician with her own stuff.
Shout out to her. All right. I always ask, because this is your classroom we in now. So I always like to do the math. Money got to add up. If it don't make money, it don't make sense.
Right.
And all that. So first I want to get into your subtraction. Can you name or tell me about the story about your biggest loss in this industry?
I would say my biggest loss was COVID. I think that was everybody's biggest loss anyway, if you had a business around that time. But I actually had clients that passed away from COVID. Clients that I never seen again because they got sick and kind of never bounced back from that. Mm-hmm. So I think that would be my biggest loss. Other than that, I can't really complain. I mean, whether the business is booming or not, I have a constant flow of repeat clients, so I'll always be okay. But I ain't popping like I used to, but that's okay because I'm moving into other things at this point as well.
Right. When you say other things, can you elaborate on that? What's the other things that you're doing besides lashes? So basically,
I can't open my books like I want to get more people if I wanted to because I'm getting ready to go back to school in the fall. I initially started going to school for nursing and I stopped because anatomy was hard. I was like, fuck that shit. And I was taking other classes. Mm-hmm. So trying to take other classes with anatomy, not a good idea. Just basically trying to get something that's going to be Don't get me wrong, beauty is cool. It's oversaturated though. I want a constant flow of money. So with that being said, being in a business by myself, how I've been so long, I know you're going to have your up season, your down seasons. I don't want a down season no more. So I'm at that point.
Right?
Yeah. So I'm at that point now where I'm looking for something else. And it went from me going into nursing to switching it to tech to switching it to now I want to go to the military. But God had other plans because now that's hard for me to do. So now I'm going back. And this time I'm gonna take anatomy by itself so I can actually dedicate my time to it. And I know I'll do good. But going back into nursing is gonna help me get into fillers, Botox, all the things that all the girls get, still in the same field. And maybe, hey, if some other door open because I'm in the medical field, I'm here for it too. But I just gotta keep going and moving into other things because I feel like this is cool. I love doing it. Don't get me wrong, but it's more money out there. So with everybody going to YouTube and getting lashes and learning how to do them, I need to move on to the next thing. Just like I moved from hair, just like I did from makeup, just like I did from facials, and I'm finna move on from this.
Okay. So the next thing I always like to ask, addition. What was your biggest like win in this? Like, you know, like can you tell me a story of a customer experience or anything like that? Your biggest win in the lash industry?
Oh yeah. Let me see. My biggest win. I would say maybe being able to do, because I've had celebrities ask me to do their lashes, a lot of celebrities, but sometimes celebrities, they think, I could say Lyra, but you know, people like that, they think that you're supposed to stop, drop, and roll right then and there, and that's cool. I ain't got nothing against that, but if I'm already on the schedule, I can't cancel my clients. That's not right to them because you might be a one-hit wonder for me, and then other people gonna keep coming. I did Major Galore's lashes. She used to be on Love and Hip Hop. She was pretty cool. She's back in New York now, so I don't do her lashes anymore. Latoya Lucas' mom wants me to do her lashes, but I honestly can't dedicate my time to that because I don't have the time. But I would say my biggest win was maybe doing pageants for little girls. I got to do their makeup and some of their lashes, which is shocking because they little kids, but same thing, just to be able to experience a different world in the beauty field. It was pretty lit. I liked it. Just seeing that and being able to be backstage, and the family was so thankful. They found me working at a job and seeing how pretty I looked that day and just asked me, I'm sorry, are you in the beauty field? Do you do business? And da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, what made you ask me that? It was like your makeup and stuff just looked so good. And so just from running into people at my job, I was able to get in touch with some parents to do pageants, and it was pretty cool. I really liked that. I knew nothing about pageants before that.
Okay, I heard you say a job. You know, like I always tell people, I still work a 9 to 5 myself.
Right.
Entrepreneur after the 5.
Exactly.
5 to 9. You know what I mean?
That's just how it is.
So what type of job were you working with at that time? I like to let the audience know, like, you got to start somewhere.
You do. At that time, I was working at Sally's. So Sally's is a beauty supply store franchise all around the world. It don't matter where you at, they have Sally's. I think pretty much everywhere, even up north. Because I've seen some in New York, just advertising why I have not been to New York. But working at Sally's, you run into people because you have to help people in the beauty field, period. Because people come in, they trying to do something to their hair, they don't know how. Trying to do stuff, you know, trying new products, new colors. So just helping this family and them seeing me in that position, they were willing to pay me whatever I wanted. And I charged them what I wanted too, because they took me from work that whole day. And I was able to meet other parents that I also got to connect with for other pageants. So it was really nice.
So what's your definition of entrepreneurship?
Shit.
Let's talk about it.
My definition is getting up knowing that every day might not be a winning day and still being motivated to go get it. Because every day you're not going to be booked. Every day you're not going to be busy. But if you love something enough to pour into it, it'll pour back into you. But definitely getting up knowing that every day ain't going to be a good day. And every day you're not going to make the money you want to make, and you're going to, you have to learn how to sit down and sacrifice. So being an entrepreneur is not for the weak. Like, you get into this shit, you better really love what you do, because you're going to have days that's going to be horrible. And weeks and months. You're going to have peak season, holidays, jumping off. And then you're going to have your seasons where there's no holidays and people got to save. This is summer. So you got people that's going to be outside. And then you got to think about it. You know, school right around the corner. So it's going to slow down again.
So what keeps you driven to keep going, like during those slow months and seasons?
What keeps me driven is the money. No, but I do like doing lashes. But your clients think you they therapist, you they friend. I am, honestly, to my clients, because all my people are my repeat clients. I've been knowing these people for years. So the money. I mean, in this economy, you got to have more than one hustle. So it's the money, but it's also the reward of my work, seeing how my work looks when I'm done, seeing how they look, how happy they are. You get something out of it. They do too.
Tell me your worst customer horror story in the lash industry.
Oh, worse. I would say when I was working at Amazing Lash Studio, you got people from all walks of life coming up in there, so you don't know what you're gonna get. Having a client that came in, they got her lashes done, and after you get lashes, it's 48 hours, no sweat, no steam. We tell them that. You sign a contract, the whole thing. 48 hours, no sweat, no steam. Oh, girl even asked me, hey, can I work out and go in the steam room after I get my lashes done? I said, absolutely not. You cannot do that 48 hours because the steam can activate the glue, can activate the fumes and dissolve and melt, and you're in a steam room, that can really mess up your eyes. Bitch did it anyway. So I would say that was the worst, because then she came back, but we wasn't know we could do for her at that point, because I told her what I told her before. You signed a contract, and at the end of the day, I did tell you, and we have cameras in this room, so don't try me. I would say that probably was the worst. And then having some Asian people hating off me because I was taking their money. When I was at Amazing Lash Studio, it's a lot of Asians in there. They think that that's their shit. But what they fail to realize is we big in beauty too. Black people, we the number one,
Consumers.
Yeah, consumers of beauty. So the fact that they had this young black chick in there taking all their money and becoming a top master stylist and shit like that, they was hating. But I was cool with some of them Asians too, so it wasn't too bad. They knew not to try me.
Right.
So I mean, honestly, I could say a lot of different things, but nothing was ever too bad. I had a client that was older where I had to adjust my bed to make her comfortable, and where I was uncomfortable, but it was just the fact that it was rewarding seeing this lady come in here, barely can walk. Lashes always dirty, so I had to tell him, hey, give me some extra time with this one every time she come in, because she only wanted me. But
so when you say dirty, you have to like clean them. Like
I had to really clean her lashes, because she's one of the white women that keep up with herself and basically wears makeup a lot, but she's older to the point where she's kind of almost disabled. But the reward was seeing this lady at that old age being able to still move a little bit, still saying, baby, I'm gonna get up and take care of myself, I'm gonna get up and look good, I'm gonna get up and go get my lashes done. That was enough for me to say, I fuck with this lady. So it was difficult doing that all the time, but I didn't mind. I mean, so I really don't complain too much, and I ain't had too many horror stories because I know how to hold my own. But I would say probably those two.
Okay, I heard you say rewarding was when you helped the lady,
Yeah, how she felt after, looking at herself and being so happy. And granted, the bitch never left me a tip. Old white people, they usually be, cheap. Yeah. But it was just the fact that, she only wanted me. I got to waste a little time, kill a little time with her, because they knew it took longer, because I had to adjust my bed and adjust how I sit and all the things. But it was still rewarding. I mean, you get a reward out of anything that you like and you love, especially when you make people happy, if it's something that you care about.
Okay, so speaking to the youth on this next question, like, what would you tell a young lady or, a young man that wants to get off into the lash and beauty industry, starting out like right now, let's just say they're in high school. What would you tell your high school self right now?
I would say boys and girls, because I have done men's lashes, gays, transgenders, all the things, all of it. Mm-hmm. I would say learn now, but also go get licensed, because there's too many things that can go wrong, and they have changed the laws where it's a little more lax, but people can still sue you. So you want to make sure that you know what you're doing going in, because if you really care about something, you really want to learn how to do something, you're going to learn it before you even get into a class for it. Do that. Practice. See if it's for you. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. Because you think, oh, I like this. I always want to learn how to do lashes. And you get into the shit and you like, man, I should have looked into this first. Look into everything first. Try to do it yourself first. See if you like it first. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. Because in this industry, there's a lot of things you can get into. And a lot of times you'll try something, might not work out. You might want to try nails. And you like getting your nails done, but then when you get into it, you like, okay, this is a little too much, this is a little too hard. Try it before you buy it. That's what I would say.
That's good. That's good. Let me see. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna cut all this out, but you got a question for me? On the brain for it right now.
Oh, you asked a good question.
Yeah, you did.
For real.
You really did ask some good questions.
Okay, I got another one for you. Do you actually offer mobile services, or are you just, here at your shop?
I used to, but working, doing lashes, doing my other job, and then from the start of school, it's not possible. Before I got into all these things, before COVID, I was able to do that. I can travel, which I didn't mind, and I have. I've traveled to, which is so fucking funny. When you get into this business, no matter what, like, honestly, you could be doing lashes at the most craziest places if people cool with their boss. I was doing lashes at a, like, lab industry, some weird shit, for one of my clients. And she was like, yeah, come do my lashes at my job. I'm like, you sure? She was like, yeah, I got a few people that want their lashes done here, too. I'm in an office building, met the boss, shook the boss hand, white dude, cool ass white dude. He's like, oh, you're the one doing the lashes today? I'm like, yeah. And yeah, I did almost every lady's lash up there at a damn, like, the weirdest place, office facility building, like some place you would not see lashes at. They gave me my own room, they gave me my own setup. All I had to do was bring my products, my bed, and my light. And yeah, you could really get some places.
These people was on the clock.
Yeah.
While they was getting their lashes done.
Hey, they boss let them.
Paid to get their lashes done.
Pretty much, and the boss let them.
So that leads me to my next question. How long does it take to? I've heard of, my wife tells me about this all the time. Refills and then a full set. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
So how long does it take to do like a full set, like from scratch, on average?
So it just depends on the client. If they have a lot of lashes, the style they want. Every style is gonna take a little time. But if you want volume, like what she's getting right now, this takes a little longer because I have to make the fans as I go. So I'm making the fans. I have some that I pre-made. But by me having to make these fans and place them, it takes a little longer, about 2 hours per client. Now, I might be finished in an hour and 30 minutes or an hour. But I give myself that amount of time because I don't know what I'm going to be looking at when I have a client come in. So you set a time to give you more time. And if you finish before that time, perfect. But 2 hours for a full volume, that's what I set it at. An hour and 30 minutes for a hybrid and an hour and 30 minutes for a full set.
Okay.
Removals are quick because it's just a cream that I use that melts the lashes, so probably like 20 minutes for that. Then you got bottom lashes, that's like 35-40 minutes. So everything takes a little time, but not too much time, because I've heard people been sitting in there, get their lashes done, took about 4 hours, 3 hours. I'm like, what the hell y'all going? Because I'm not wanting to sit here for no 2-3 fucking hours my damn self. So what I can say is I'm thankful for Amazing Lash for the training, because they made us move faster. So because of that, I'm not as slow as most people. I'm a lot faster. And I'm very different from most people because I'm left-handed. So being left-handed, I had to teach myself, even though these people train me, I had to teach myself how to do lashes my way that worked for me, because nobody can never help a left-handed girl. They didn't have a lot of left-handed people in that industry. They still don't. And so it's hard for us lefties getting the groove of something, because they can teach you one way and you can go a whole nother way that don't work. So that was a test for me as well. So that's for the lefties who got to get into this or want to get into this. Find your way, because it's a little hard, but you can do it.
So for somebody, back to startup, so what would you say how much it costs to start up in this industry?
It don't cost much. You get you 2 or 3 clients. First of all, if you want to start, get you some models. Don't just let your models be free.
I was about to say,
yeah, oh no,
you did some free work from the jump?
Right, no, don't do no free work for the jump. Do tips. They can give you $20, $30 tip, and that might not sound like a lot, but that'll help with 2-3 clients, and you also invest in your products. So by you using your products and you not getting paid just because you practicing, you definitely want to get tips. Charge tip. A tip fee is $30 because that money that you just use to buy those products to use on that client, it'll come back to you with that tip. And once you feel like you're good enough, you got it, start charging those people a little more and a little more and a little more. And don't take more than you can handle. Don't bite off more than you can chew, because it takes time to get as fast as me. You don't get fast like this overnight. You do not. And you want to make sure that you're doing your placement and stuff right, because if not, this whole thing could go bad. And this is somebody's eye. You don't just jump into it and say, oh, I got this. You can't do that. You don't want to use the wrong kind of glue. You want to be, using sensitive glue for everybody. That's just my opinion. Some people, they don't use sensitive glue. Some do, but sensitive is always better. It's easier on the eye, gentler on the eye. It's a lot that go into lashes. You don't want to just jump right in. Do all the research. Just like cutting hair or anything else, do all the research.
I heard you say sensitive, so if you use the wrong glue, you can have somebody eye swollen.
They can get an infection. They can have allergic reaction. Every product that I have, I try on myself first, because I'm sensitive to mostly every damn thing. So if it works on me, I know it'll work on my clients. So and then I have clients that'll tell me they sensitive, and I'll tell them, well, I need to test you, do a patch test on you before we do your lashes. So that's a thing as well too.
So I heard you say something about products. If it's fine with you, do you mind sharing what type of products you use or the brand name?
Well, if you want to,
that's something that y'all keep a secret, as you know.
No, I ain't no gatekeeper. I think that's corny. But I would say if you want to start with products and you in Houston, Texas, go to Pro Lash Beauty Supply. It's in Chinatown. You can Google it. Pro Lash Beauty Supply in Chinatown. You can Google it. They have a phone number and they have their times. They're not open every day, so don't just pop up. Google it. Go on the day that they open. They have all the good products, especially for my startup people. If you need to start and they don't have, you go to all these other places, they don't have everything you need. You need a builder kit, startup kit. They have startup kits. They have beds. They have sheets. They have disposable paper, barbicide wipes, because sanitation is a big thing with this. You're messing with people's eyes. You need to clean your tweezers in between clients. You need a barbicide, them hospital grade. That's why I say everybody can't do this, because if you just using your tweezers and the same ones on everybody and you don't have multiple tweezers or you don't clean them, you can get somebody a pink eye or, anything. So it's a lot that goes into it, but definitely do your research and also look into Pro Lash Beauty Supply in Houston, Texas and Chinatown, because they do have products and everything you need they have.
Okay. What other services do you offer besides lashes?
So the brows, I do brows. Right now I'm not doing brows because I'm looking for a new company with a good product. And I think I have found a company, but I want to test the product out before I say, oh yeah, I'm back doing brows, because it's a vegan brow tint. And brow tint usually lasts about a week or 2 weeks. It just kind of fades like henna as you wash your face. So I do brows, but right now I'm not doing them. I will be soon. They're sending me a test kit. And that's the good thing about being a cosmetologist. If you are a cosmetologist, you get into this industry, you can write these people saying, hey, I have this type of business. I have a license. They may ask for your license number to verify, and they might send you some stuff for free. So I got them to send me some samples for free. And they know I'm good for it because I order from their sister company. So as soon as I get it and I know it works, I'll be a forever customer. And they'll be back on the menu soon.
Okay. Just let everybody know, social media wise, where they can find you at. And pretty much we're going to start off with what you got coming up next. Do you have any events, anything like that coming?
So you can find me on Instagram, Blink Envy, Blink_Envy on Instagram, and Vanna V _Vanna_V. Not underscore Vanna _V.
I'll make sure we put it on the screen.
Yeah, Vanna V, y'all. Vanna V. But do I have anything coming up? I don't have anything coming up as of now, except school in August and just, doing my same old thing. But that's where you can find me at. If you have any other questions, or if you want to get your lashes done, get your girlfriend lashes done, don't be flirting with me, because I'm in a relationship happily. Okay? But yeah, that's me. Look me up. I got you. Let's see, can you look up for me? Okay, look down really quick.
And then tell me.
Some little cottage string on your arm. I'm gonna get that off. I see it.
There's one more question I had. Oh, I got it.
There you go.
So someone want to book you for, let's say they have a event or something for women. Do you come out to events and set up like this?
Yeah, no, I would. They just, the price got to be right. Like let's say for a wedding, if they needed somebody for a wedding, I'm available. But I have to know in advance so I can take off, so I can be free, and so I can have all the products. So I have done that, consultations for everybody, make sure who's sensitive, who's not, patch tests, how long they want the lashes, how short they want the lashes. So I definitely still do things like that, weddings, parties, anything like that. You just have to look me up, contact me, and we can go from there. Let's see, look up for me too.
So you say you've done weddings. Like, what's the most you say you feel comfortable doing if it's a wedding party?
Shit. Honestly, when you do lashes all day, I really don't have a limit. As long as I get a break, I can do how many people you want. So I don't have a limit, no limit. As long as I get a break to eat, sit down and come back to it, I can do as many people as you want. You can start early.
Okay. Let's talk about
Let's see, close for me too.
scaling. Have you ever thought about scaling, or you want to just keep it just yourself? You don't want to make no protege or nothing like that?
Nah, I think I just want to do it for myself because, honestly, if I had the time, I probably would. But my schedule is so bad that I couldn't. And I've taught classes. I've taught lash classes. I think I want to add some more right up in this area. I've taught classes. I'm able to certify people to a certain extent because I am licensed. But then I always give them the facts. Like, you still have to get licensed by the state of Texas in order to do these officially. But being licensed by somebody that's already licensed means you can take up to a certain amount of people where it's not illegal in the state of Texas. So there's things that go into this shit, y'all. It's not no quick shit, but you do it right and cover yourself, you'll be okay.
Okay, so I heard you say you've taught people. So do you offer classes to this day, or there's something?
I do. It's just a book in advance thing as well. I've went to speak at beauty schools like your aunt Zoe Didi. I spoke at her beauty school when she was instructor. Yes. So her girls at her school, I enjoy doing that. I taught them just the one-on-one, basics of how to do eyelash extensions, and the same with the girls that book me. I still will offer classes, but you have to book me in advance. That way I have time to take off. That way I have time to get your kit, because I provide the kit and everything for the class. So I leave you with enough product to be able to do you some clients on your own to start your hustle after the class. I don't just give you the class, take your money. I give you the class and give you all the stuff that you need to go ahead and start taking clients once you feel comfortable after your class.
Okay, and as far as booking you just for, I know you said they could book you for the teaching, but how does a regular client book you? How do you get reached?
So you can reach me. I have a booking link on my Instagram page. If you click that link in the bio, it'll take you to my prices. It'll take you to my availability, and you can always reach me by DM. That way we can set something up as well, because I will respond.
So is it hard to keep up with all these, clients? Like, what do you use to keep yourself organized?
So the app helps, the booking app. Thankfully, I love my booking app. I tell all the girls.
What's the name of the app? It's
what is the name of the app I use? I think it's Acetia. Don't quote me on that, but it's ACIUT, something like that. But when you look up booking apps that you can use, it's probably one of the first ones that comes up, because a lot of people in the beauty industry use it. Literally, a lot of people do. So when you look up booking websites that you can use, that's one of the top ones that will come up, and it starts with the A. I think it's the only one that starts with the A, honestly. I just don't remember the exact name, but all my information is there. If you want to book, if you want to just see my pricing, if you want to just see my work, it's there. And I don't overcharge. A lot of people charge a lot of money these days, but I figure I'm not doing that because stuff already high and people just trying to get by at the end of the day. And I have another job, so I'm not finna just overcharge people just because everything done went up. I feel like you should still be, if I go up $5, cool, but I feel like everything should be fair across the board because we all just trying to make it. And if I want people to come to me, I need to be able to be affordable.
Yeah, and I'm gonna back up to what you just said. Something you should skip past real quick. I heard you say you have another job.
Yes.
So this is not like a full-time thing?
No, it was before COVID, but now it's not. So, and honestly, I told God I'm willing to let lashes go, and I am for the next big thing, best thing in my life, whatever's gonna move me up.
My pearls.
Oh, right, and it's not to discourage anybody.
Exclusive information.
All my clients, it's not to discourage anybody on my clients, but you know, if it's gonna benefit me in the end, going into this field, going into the nursing field to do my fillers, Botox and stuff like that, then I won't be able to do lashes. So I have to, just like I stopped doing hair, just like I stopped doing makeup.
Oh, so you did hair too?
Yeah, and I just did my friend who's a police officer's makeup for her graduation and for her a party that she had to go to. So I guess every now and then you can get me to still do makeup. But that's the good thing about being in the industry. You make friends with people from different walks of life. I have friends that are doctors, lawyers, police officers, immigration lawyers.
You never know when you need them.
You never know. You never know when you need them. And I'm so glad I got them because we are very good friends.
Right.
But yeah, that's the good thing about being in this industry is networking and connecting. You get to meet some good people, some cool people of all walks of life. And everybody needs to look good. Everybody wants to look good. So this is a good industry, but like I said, it's Houston. It's oversaturated, and it's just time for me to spread my wings and do something else. I'm always moving in the beauty industry. I'm just moving again, that's all.
Yeah, you just pivoting. So
yeah.
Which leads me to the next thing. Like, I heard you say, you doing this, you got other hustles, your other jobs. Which full-time money to me personally is not just working a full-time job.
Right.
It's really however you get your money to take care of yourself and your family. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the next question I really wanted to ask you was, what's your definition of success?
My definition of success? My definition of success, that's a good one. I would say my definition of success is not struggling and also being able to put other people on, because you're not successful if you can't help those around you. And if you can help those around you, you're successful and you made it. You successful and you made it. Uh-oh. Look at me. My bad. I need to turn the volume up. I'm just putting a little video on my Instagram of these lashes I just did.
For sure, look, we right in the belly of the beast right here. She working, y'all, so
little cook.
This ain't no fake. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show the client. She working. Yeah, I see the work. This ain't no cap. We really in the lab with her. So one more time, let us know where we can find you at. And if you have anything else to say, you can do all your shout outs.
You can find me on TikTok too. I forgot about that. You can find me on TikTok.
You have a mentor too. Shout out your mentor.
No mentor. I would say my only mentor is Roxanne, my cousin that got me into beauty, period.
Shout out to Roxanne.
Roxanne Foxy Roxy on Instagram. Yeah, and you can find me on Instagram, Blink ENV, Vanna V, either or. They're connected. You can go from one page to the next. And yeah, this was fun, Zoe. I liked it.
For sure.
Yeah. For sure. H-Town.
Make sure y'all tap in. All my beauty people out there, cosmetology.
All the girls. I'm a girl. Don't feel bad. I don't gatekeep. If you got any questions,
you the first lady on the pod, so
yeah.
definitely made history right now.
Yay!
And as always, make sure you stay getting to the money, full time and not part time. We out.